Hi, folks, and welcome back to the Carly Life. It's been a while since we've spoken last, but this will be an update on a previous video that should give you some hope and inspire you to take some action and self sufficiency during this coronavirus crisis. All is not gloom and doom, there's still growth and rebirth happening. Come check it out with me. Take you for a little walk downstairs from my studio here. It's the hallway. Yeah, I'll show you a few things along the way. That's a drawing. My son is an artist. It's actually an etching, and he lives in Colorado. That he did some time ago. Oh, almost 15 years ago. And one of my favorite paintings that I did. We traveled by motorhome across the country occasionally, and we like to stop along the way. Sometimes at national parks, sometimes at just nice places along the way. This first one here is Yellowstone Upper Falls. There, you may be able to figure it out just by seeing it. It's more of an abstract landscape, and this is an interpretive landscape. I call it Teton Morning Meadow, and we did spend some time out at the Grand Tetons in Jackson and surrounding areas, and enjoy it thoroughly. I'm going to give you a close-up of some of the foliage that I interpreted that I saw out there. You may enjoy the colors. This is not a Bob Ross type painting, and you may think it is. It's very interpretive and it's not realistic. So I thought I'd at least show you some of the detail that I really enjoyed. It took me 2 months to paint this painting, but I enjoyed all the flora and fauna out there that we saw, and this kind of just reminds me of it all, and brings me joy. As we wake up in the morning, this is outside our bedroom door, so I kind of get to look at the Grand Tetons every morning, even though I live on Long Island, New York. And this meadow is like some of the things that you would see, some of the flowers you'd see out there. Again, this is not a direct, realistic, photorealistic interpretation, but at least I'd give you some idea of what I saw, how I felt about it, and how I painted it. And there's some more detail here. And it just brings me joy. I'm not doing this for anyone else but myself. So you can criticize all you want, make a critique. It's not going to offend me. I'm totally enjoy and love with my painting. It makes me happy. And I try all kinds of different things painting wise. I'm not hooked on one particular aspect of painting. And here you can see some of the birches in the background, and then some of the various peaks of the Grand Tetons. It's a pretty dynamic painting. It measures 4 feet high by 5 feet long, and the sun and the shadow and the various colors on the sides of the mountain peaks is what I interpreted it to look like and feel like. Here's some more birches across the pond, across the lake there. And my clouds, I love these clouds. They make me happy. And kind of one of my better attempts at clouds. They're not the easiest things to paint and paint well, but I gave it a good shot here. Tried to give it some sense of eeriness, but beauty as well. Okay, enough of that one. Here's a little Jackson Pollock. It's my version of bubblegum. This is one I call Fire Island Froth. It's like, the part of the water that's just beyond the shoreline before you get into the deep water of the ocean. Well, Fire Island is out here on Long Island. It's the outer barrier island. And this is some of my interpretation of that frothiness that I see there. Anyway, heading down. Hello, Shushu. Say hello. I'm going to take you down to where I was discussing earlier. Back in February 28th, I did a video on starting in an organic container garden. And then back on March 16th, I did an update when I transplanted it. So we're going to get to that in a moment. But in the meantime, here's another painting. My son lives in Southwest Colorado, and I did this painting after spending several months out there with him. And I built a almost a 7,000 square foot house, workshop, artist studio. And he and I built that thing in 45 days, and we got it, the concrete foundation, framing, and in 45 days, him and I worked at it 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that'll be in another video, and you'll see what two men can produce with muscle power and minimal tools. And that'll be again another video. But this is the valley that my son lives in with his partner Adrian. They have a homestead out there, and they own a couple of buildings. They own a gallery in town in Sawash. It's about 5 hours southwest of Denver, in the St. Louis Valley, and it's about 45 minutes north of the Great Sand Dunes National Park. Beautiful valley, and this is the eastern range of the Santo Cristo Mountains, and what I would see when I got up every morning outside while we were building. So it's my interpretation of a sunrise over the eastern range. Okay, so now let's get to the heart of the matter. Over here, these are my vegetables. What's going on here? I have some tomato plants, and this is all since February 28th, when I planted the initial seeds. If you go back to the original video, and now you see the results in about a month and 2 weeks. Tomato plants, I have some subsequently planted after that, some more things like celery and onion. There's some of my lettuce, which we're going to harvest this week and make some nice salad from. And let's take a look. This is a beans plant. And let's take a look at some beans that are actually on the vine. They're beautiful. Look at these string beans. I make a great string bean salad. It's my mother's recipe, God rest her soul. And I will share that recipe with you. It's a string bean salad, cold salad. This is some basil, and it's the sweetest basil. If they made cologne out of this, I would wear it. It's so good. And these are some flowers that we're going to add to it. Over here you can see some coleus that I planted. What an interesting plant. I love the coleus when it gets into full bloom. You get all those different colors and variegations of color. Some more, this is cucumber coming up. Some more lettuce. These are varieties of, hello, you have to have your nose and everything. This is a variety of pepper plants. And some more flowers. A bunch of marigolds, which help keep the mosquitoes away. A variety of pepper plants and some onions. Over here we have some bib lettuce, bib spinach, I should say, or bib lettuce, and some pepper plants. Over here is broccoli, very tender and very delicate to plant and make grow. More beans, you can see those on the vine there, and cucumber. Now you see my flowering cucumbers over there? Got some of them starting. Isn't it amazing though how the bean plant knows to go reach out with those tentacles and grab something, and it always goes counterclockwise. I'm just wondering if that's only in the northern hemisphere or something like the Coriolis effect. Not sure about that, never checked it out. Anyway, here are some more pepper plants. And This is my zucchini plant, and these flowers did open up the other day. Really beautiful flowers. And I know some people fry these flowers. They're edible. A beautiful, beautiful plant. But I'm waiting for the zucchini. And some more tomato plants here. And what do we have here? This is violas. These are flowers that are coming up. A bunch more lettuce over here. Different type of mesclun lettuce. I got Bibb lettuce. And again, we'll be harvesting that later this week. And out where my son lives in Colorado, each year they have a hollyhock festival, and there's a competition for the best hollyhock plants. So I decided to buy myself some hollyhock seeds, and these are hollyhock seeds, and I'm wondering if they'll, be up big enough, and I'll try to enter the hollyhock festival competition remotely. And so that's the extent of my update here, and it is April the, what is it, the 10th. So it's about a month and a half almost since I planted all this from seeds, and these will go outside. It's still quite cold here in Long Island, New York, and I was just outside walking the dog, and there was a brief snow squall that came through, believe it or not. And so this will go out until May in the yard. These will all sit out in the backyard and on the patio. I don't have a yard with grass or an area to grow a vegetable garden, which I mentioned. So my son inspired me, suggested, Dad, why don't you go make a container garden for yourself? And you can still enjoy the benefit of the plants and the fruit and that they bear. So that's it. And there's my honey bunch over there. She's chilling out. That's my doggie. Shoo. And that's the update. So I hope you enjoyed it, and don't get down. Find something to do that's constructive, like I did. I can't tell you how much joy planting and seeing things grow bring to me, and I'm really looking forward to eating some of these goodies with my wife Maria. And so do what fits you and suits you best, but do something. Don't just be a couch potato. Oh, one other one that I like that you may enjoy. This one I call, we like I told you, we went out to the, go out west quite often. I'm a mountain person. I'm more so than an ocean person, although we did have a sailboat and I did like to sail. I call this Grand Canyon breeze. And it's just the feeling I felt at the edge of the south rim overlooking at it with my lovely wife Maria. And this is just an interpretation of a feeling I had when I was standing there feeling the breeze through what 2-3 hairs I have on my head. And that's it. Okay, so enjoy your Good Friday. This is the day Jesus was actually crucified, and remember that on the third day he rose, which is Easter, and he did that for all of you. If you want to take the time to look into it, it's something that may interest you and may benefit you. Salvation. Anyway, my salvation is all of you, the Lord above, my wife, my children, grandchildren, and my vegetable garden. Take care. Have a blessed weekend, folks. Bye. Hi, folks. Thanks for watching the video. Have one small favor. If you like the content of our channel and our videos and its diversity, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. We'd like to grow the content, and we'd appreciate you doing that for us. Have some more videos coming up later this week. One in particular that has been requested of me is, since I have an aviation background, ran a flight school over at Farmingdale Republic Airport for a period of time. It's what to expect from a good discovery flight or an introductory flight lesson. You've probably seen those Groupon ads for, usually they run around Father's Day, take your dad out flying, that type of thing. So I want to give you a sense of what really is an example of a good discovery or introductory flight for someone who's never been up in a small aircraft before and wants to take their hands at the controls and see what it's like to possibly learn how to fly, but at least what a good discovery flight is like. Upcoming later this week in some of our other videos. I look forward to it and look forward to sharing with you. Thank you again, and have a blessed holiday weekend. for all our faiths. Bye bye now.